Hi, everyone. I'm Rahul. I'm a solutions consultant here at Dropbox, and I'll be your host for this installment of the Dash User Series. Find what you need faster with Universal Search. If you're a Dash user, you've likely used the search feature already. But today, we're going to show you how to use it when it matters the most, when you only remember part of what you're looking for, or when the link that you need is buried somewhere deep in Slack, or maybe you want to jump back into a project after you've taken some time off. We're really happy that you could join us today. So please let us know in chat where you're joining us from. And with that, I want to share a couple of reminders. Number one, this session is being recorded, so look for an email after this webinar wraps up with the link to the on-demand recording. Second, if you have any questions, please drop them in the Q&A box, and I'll be answering them live at the very end. With that, let me give you a quick overview of what we're going to talk about in today's Dash product walkthrough. First, we'll show you how to quickly locate information across your apps using natural language. So even if you don't quite remember what you're looking for, or you can't recall where something lives, you can still find it fast with Dash. Then we'll dig into how Dash brings the right files, the right images, videos, links, and even those Slack chats into one place, so you can pull up what you need without having to bounce between tools or retrace your steps. And then finally, we'll show you how Dash keeps your project context connected over time, so it's easier to jump back in, stay oriented, and keep work moving even as things evolve. So with that, I'm going to hand it over to my good friend Angie to show you exactly how it all works. Angie, take it away.
Thanks, Raul. Before we talk about universal search, though, it's important to show what makes it so powerful. Dash searches everything you work in that you connect, not just one tool. Dash connects to apps that you already use, like Dropbox, Google Drive, Slack. So when connected, search will reflect your real work, not just a slice of it. There are a few types of apps, one of which are company apps. These are connected on a team-wide basis by your admin. Here in the Apps panel, you see with this green check mark which apps are already connected. Then there are the user apps, where you can connect other apps relevant to your job with admin control over which ones are available. Think of apps that'll make an impact in your specific workday. Examples like Asana, Airtable, Canva. Since connected apps respect current privacy and permission settings, I want to avail myself of as many of these as possible, since the more places that Dash can search, the more effective it'll be. Now, let's jump into universal search. We'll start on our homepage, the heart of the Dash experience. The search bar is front and center for a reason. We all need it. Ask yourself how much time you spend looking for files or searching for the final version of a presentation or project. I know it used to be a lot for me. So, when you first click into the Dash search bar, Dash will do its best to save you time and energy by suggesting actions that you might want to perform on a recent documents. These are documents that you've had recent interaction with, and if Dash gets it right, you can use these suggestions immediately and avoid having to type anymore. But more often, we're stuck in a frustrating loop of knowing that somewhere someone sent us a link in Slack, but we can't remember the file name or where it lives or when we last saw it. So let's roll with that scenario. Let's see what Dash can do to ease that pain. Let's say I'm Megan. I'm a creative director who just had a blissful week off. Thanks to Dash's calendar feature, I can see that I have several upcoming meetings this afternoon, specifically a client meeting later with one of my organization's biggest audiobook clients. I remember my team sent me a link to the final campaign brief right before I left, but I got a ton of messages while I was out and I haven't even begun to tackle. So I know between my admin and myself, all of my relevant apps are connected, so I'm going to Dash it. Since Dash has a strong semantic search, I don't have to remember file names, folders, or where something lives, which is great because at this point, all my recent memory is filled with is happy memories from vacation. So I'm going to search the way I think in natural language. So I'll type, show me the Project Winter campaign brief. Even with my solid typo, Dash shows me items relevant to my query across Dropbox, Google Drive, Gmail, Microsoft 365. No tool switching. It's all here for me. And Top 3 results. There's my campaign brief. Notice that my document name doesn't even contain the project name. Dash was able to find it based on the contents instead of naming convention alone. Let's pretend for a second that my top handful of results didn't contain what I was looking for. There's filters at the top to narrow my search. Let's say I know that the final version was stored in Google Drive. I can go ahead and filter by that app. Let's say I know that it for sure was a PDF. I can filter by type, select PDF, and search only PDFs. The list goes on. So, whatever I choose to filter by, I'll keep in mind that the more limited I make the filters, the narrower the search becomes. The beauty of universal search is that it isn't just for documents, it works just as powerfully for images as well. I'm sure you've been there too, stuck looking for an image that wasn't taken by you, named by you, or stored by you. You're not alone. So many image searches fail because file names don't describe what's actually in the image. In Dash, the user can search images by what they contain, not just how it was named or tagged. So let's use my Project Winter example and search for cover art. I can remember it was dark with trees and winter scenery, so I search winter tree. Since Dash understands the visual meaning of the content, you can see what I was looking for is my first result. This is especially useful when you're trying to reuse approved assets or quickly find client-specific visuals without opening dozens of files. Finding something is easier with Dash. Finding the right thing is what actually saves time and provides value. So let me step back into Megan's shoes for a minute and search for the campaign brief. In order to get up to speed quickly before the client meeting, I'll use the signals that Dash has to help me identify quickly and trust what I found. I recall that before I left for PTO, I asked our Dash admin to verify a few assets for my team, one of which was the final campaign brief. This blue verification badge is clutch. It means a Dash admin has checked the file as accurate and up to date and can be trusted as the source of truth. So again, I need to catch up on this document with not much time to do it. Its contents aren't enough. I need to know what has changed since last week. So I'll ask Dash to summarize. And now Dash has morphed into an interactive assistant that will not only help summarize, but offer relevant follow-up questions and answer my own questions. This is especially handy for long documents, briefs, research, meeting notes, anything that you need to get the gist of what this doc is about. But specifically, I want to know what has changed since last week. So I'll ask. Okay. Dash tells me that it doesn't have any information on changes made, so it looks like my team left this doc alone, and what I see is final. Now I have my answer on what went down in the campaign brief last week, and I feel prepared for that client meeting. The whole process in real time only took a few minutes, most of which was me reading and catching up, not searching separate apps trying to find my document and pulling my hair out. It's also worth noting that if I, as Megan, had been thinking clearly, or even just clicked on the actual appointment on the Dash homepage, I would have seen that there is a stack of relevant content to Project Winter in the meeting invite. Users can leverage stacks to collect and organize various types of content, like documents, links, and media, into one place, similar to folders or playlists. They're perfect for when you need to keep everyone on the same page. And actually, in opening that stack, I see a new article one of the team members added about how innovation is fueling a thriving audiobook industry. This is something that I should catch up on before the meeting. So I'll open the article and use the Dash browser extension to catch up on the insights. While Dash thinks, I now know as Megan that I can enter that client meeting later, up to date on documentation relevant to the campaign, as well as industry trends, so I can make the right recommendations to my client. So before I turn things back over to Raul, I'll remind you that Dash is built to improve as you use it. It combines AI-powered universal search with powerful organization and collaboration tools, letting you quickly find, summarize, and share content across multiple apps without switching platforms. But it also depends on the humans that use it to continue to grow. So, as you Dash, send us feedback using this paper plane icon within the left bar of your account. Use it to send us compliments, potential bugs, and ideas straight to the Dash product team. They're here for it all. That's it from me, Raul. Back to you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Angie. I hope you all found that product walkthrough as informative as I did. So with that, let's go to questions. Just a quick reminder, if you have questions, please drop them in the Q&A tab. I'm going to go through all of them here today. Oh, so with that, our first question is from Carly in Dallas. Thanks for your question, Carly. So she asks, let's ask in this scenario. A design is in one tool, but the feedback is another. And I recall someone approving it in chat, but I can't remember the file name. I only remember a couple of call-out words or phrases from the review cycle. Are you saying that search in Dash can help me track down that file without scrolling a million messages? Yes, absolutely, Carly. So one of the things that you want to remember is that with Dash, you can scope that search, right? You can scope by app, you can scope by file type, you can even scope by the person who might have created that file. So instead of searching across all your connected apps, searching through, a dozen or more files, use the ability to scope your search down and then identify the exact file that you need. As Angie pointed out earlier, it's not about finding something, it's about finding the right thing. With that, let's go to the next question. Melissa asks here, if someone says I dropped a link in Slack, but the file lives somewhere else, can Dash find that exact link or file from one search without me digging through Slack channels? Absolutely. So the important thing to remember here is it's not about remembering exactly what the link is. What Dash is going to do is going to pull up the message in which that link was included. So if the file that's associated with that link is posted within Slack, that's going to come up as well. Or if it may be in another app like Dropbox or Google Drive, it's going to get surfaced when you search for it in Dash. So again, at the end of the day, instead of you having to jump through multiple apps, go from one app to another, you'll find all of those search results in one place in Dash. Melissa has another question here, which is really pertinent. If I'm coming back from PTO, can Dash help me search for what's changed or the latest update and show me the key docs and messages that I missed? So absolutely. So one of the things that I do, right? So I was on vacation recently. When I came back, I went to Dash and I asked Dash, what's changed? What has changed related to a specific project that I was working on before PTO? And Dash was able to use, maybe that project name, maybe some terms associated with that to help pull up the most relevant documents, conversations, emails, right? We all get 1,000 emails when we're on PTO. So the idea behind that is we want to get you back up to speed without digging through multiple apps. And the other thing I'll remind you of, and we didn't cover it today, Dash also has an activity feed, right? So the activity feed will show you documents that might have been updated while you were away. So at the end of the day, Dash is going to help you find the right thing as soon as you get back. Are there any other questions here? Let me check. So I think we answered the two questions from Melissa and Carly. I'm going to take a quick look at chat. Don't see anything there. So if you have any questions, again, drop them in the Q&A tab. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and conclude today's webinar. I want to thank you all so much for joining. I know we're all busy. It's always hard to find a few minutes to attend a webinar like this. So thanks again for joining. And again, thank you, Carly and Melissa, for your thoughtful questions. And at the end of the day, I hope you're walking away with a few new ideas, ways to use Dash and find the things that you need faster. Less digging around, jumping through apps, and more focus on what you need, getting you into those workflows, those documents as soon as possible. So with that, there is going to be a quick survey that we would love for you to fill out at the end of this webinar. We always love your input. We love your feedback. It really helps us shape, our upcoming sessions and, make these sessions more tailored to you. And as a friendly reminder, keep an eye out for that email that's going to include a link to the on-demand recording. It's also going to include some additional resources that will help you become a Dash expert. So if you'd like to join our next session, you can check out our upcoming events at events.dropbox.com. There will be a link here in chat. And with that, thank you. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.